A 3-month-old infant is in critical care in a Peoria hospital, facing a life-threatening situation after a sudden medical emergency at home.
My child did not hurt her baby, neither did this is just a messed up situation.
Okay.
The family claims it was a routine morning of bottles and rocking chairs, but medical experts say the trauma found on the scans points to something far more serious than an accident.
So I just shook him, just calm down for me, just calm down. And he wouldn't calm down, and I just rocked him.
October 3rd, 2024, East Moline police receive a tip from state services regarding an infant with suspicious severe injuries.
So we got. Do you mind if we step inside so I can kind of fill you on some situations? I don't want your neighbors to be involved or anything like that. No one's in trouble, but when an incident like this happens,
this whole situation, excuse my language, is.
The police meet Brandon, the grandfather, at the family apartment. He's defensive and convinced his family is being unfairly targeted during a medical crisis.
It's because my child did not hurt her baby, neither did this is just a messed up situation.
Okay.
I'm flabbergasted how it just keeps escalating, and I'm just.
The detectives maintain a calm tone, but they are looking for anything that contradicts the family's version of events.
And I fully understand your frustration of that part. It seems like it's a traumatic incident already.
Close that bathroom door.
It's a traumatic incident already for you guys. I know you guys are going through a lot, but for us, we kind of have to follow procedure.
The officers keep the conversation light, using standard procedure as a way to lower the tension while they wait for legal clearance.
No, you're fine. However, we're just trying to figure out what happened and just rule out any possibility that your daughter or her boyfriend or husband
boyfriend.
Okay, boyfriend did anything.
The grandmother, Andrea, walks the detectives through a seemingly perfect morning. Smiles, white noise, and naps.
He was perfectly fine, happy baby like he normally is.
Okay.
I got him out of his car seat. He was dry, so I didn't change him. I did fed him his bottle.
Okay.
And he's smiling, normal kid like he normally is.
Yeah.
And
she describes a normal routine. Cartoons, singing in the car, and a handoff that felt like any other Wednesday morning. She explains the care she took to ensure the infant was comfortable before leaving.
Because it kept me busy, because I won't go to sleep with him,
Right. No, I understand.
So I had her there too. She's in her room sleeping with the dog. I got her up, she was getting ready, and as she's getting ready, I'm taking care of the baby, feeding him again, changing him.
Andrea explains that she stayed to help the mother get ready, emphasizing the lack of any visible distress from the infant. To her, everything seemed entirely peaceful.
And then I had texted Dee, and Dee had said that, they're doing good. That was sometime after 2, and they were doing fine, that he was getting ready to lay him down for a nap, and last I knew. So, as far as I knew, everything was fine.
But as the detectives dig into the timeline, the discrepancies start to surface. Andrea is trying to keep the hours straight, but the facts aren't lining up with the severity of the medical findings.
I guess. So.
But you were already here.
I was here. I was in the parking lot at 8:30, and I had checked her location, and I knew she was on her way. She said I wasn't far, Mom.
Okay.
So it was about 8:45 when she had pulled into next to me, and I had taken him out.
Meanwhile, doctors were dealing with the reality of the infant's condition. The pressure on the brain was at a critical level, requiring immediate surgical intervention to save his life.
So we got the DCFS report earlier in the week saying that there was a child that got basically transported from this residence, and then the parents are involved and everything like that. So we then got informed today that
while the grandparents talk, the mother, Kaylee, is on a video call from the hospital. The detectives are watching her reaction closely, looking for any signs of guilt or hidden information.
Wait, what's going on?
Sorry,
my son's heart rate is jumping.
Okay.
no. But Kaylee, I just wanted to make that real quick. I can let you go, and then you can get back to the situation, because I understand you have a lot.
Okay, thank you.
No problem there.
The atmosphere shifts instantly. The routine conversation is replaced by a formal search of the residence for evidence of how the injuries occurred. Investigators are no longer just asking questions, they are collecting proof.
So At this time, we're getting a search warrant for the residence. Just seeing if there's. We're just gonna come inside. We've already been here before. Couldn't document anything that
They're
was
doing
out of the
they're
ordinary.
getting a search warrant for the residence.
For what?
She's at the hospital dealing with a medical emergency while police are beginning an intensive search of her home, looking into the most private corners of her life.
You're talking to our neighbor?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I mean, we don't really talk to anybody.
Yeah, it's just gonna be one of those like has there ever been like kind of like anything out of the ordinary conversations or anything like that, just so we can say that we did our part.
Okay.
And then there are gonna be detectives coming down to speak with you, so they
You know
should
when
be
they're
that.
coming?
He knows the child is in a very delicate state, and the police are no longer just checking boxes. The seriousness of the situation is finally hitting home.
Have all the information
Yes.
so that the medical team has the information, because if something happened accidentally and a parent is afraid to say,
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
afraid to
trying
tell you
to-
guys anything. If somebody did it, if I thought either one of them did it, I'd sell them down the river. If I thought either one of them did it, because my number one goal is protecting that kid right there. That is my world.
He tries to show the police that they are a loving family, showing them daily messages and photos as proof of a caring environment, hoping it will clear their names.
I text my daughter Snapchat every morning, and his nickname is Squish.
that's what she told us
And
that.
I tell her, I go, Squish, what are you doing? 3 in the morning, I'm at work. I go, Squish, what are you doing? Are you having a ball? Are you being nice to your mom and dad? Meaning, he's not keeping them up. My daughter, within 10 minutes, always texts me back with a picture or a video of him.
Detective Brazo stops the casual talk and begins to point out the inconsistencies in the father's story, using the medical evidence as a hammer.
I want to hear from you, take my own notes,
Okay.
because every investigator's different. and
Right.
stuff's different. So, and I also want to make sure they legally did what they needed to do too. So when he came up here, and I don't blame him if he didn't do these things, because on-call will do the bare minimum.
Okay.
Did he legally tell you what the allegations are and how this works?
No.
Describe how head injuries are handled by law enforcement and state agencies, and how every second of the last 24 hours must be accounted for.
I
Okay.
don't think so, no.
You guys have never had a DCFS investigation before, you're
No, ma'am.
obviously new parents, so it's not as scary as it sounds, okay?
Okay.
I know this whole thing is scary,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
DCFS is not as scary as people may have made it seem, okay?
Okay.
So what happens is we automatically get phone calls for head injuries, that's
Yeah.
just a get-go.
Detectives speak with the father, 23-year-old Deontay, in a separate area. They make it clear that the physical evidence doesn't support his version of events, forcing him into a corner.
Here's the thing, here's what we're looking at here. We're getting this information, we're getting the facts from the doctors. Okay, they're the ones that are telling us what they're seeing. The only thing that's not checking out is what led up to cause these types of injuries. These types of injuries don't just occur accidentally.
Deontay may have thought the infant was finally resting. In reality, the child's body was responding to severe internal trauma, sinking into a state from which he might never fully recover.
So what's gonna happen, we're gonna walk back over here with you, okay? And then we're gonna take off everything, all right? Appreciate your cooperation.
I'm sorry for lying, I'm sorry. I'm just scared, I'm nervous.
The 23-year-old father was charged with aggravated battery. He was booked into the county facility as the investigation continues.